The hike to Trolltunga is one of the most impressive adventures you can experience in Norway. It leads to a spectacular rock formation that stretches around 700 meters above Vatnet Lake and offers a breathtaking view. It juts out horizontally about 10 meters from a steep mountainside, like a tongue of stone. Until around 2010, Trolltunga was hardly known. It was mainly visited by locals. It was only through social media that it became a worldwide phenomenon. But the journey there is long and challenging. In this video, I show you what to expect, what you absolutely need to know, and give you tips for this tour. So, stay tuned. The hike to Trolltunga starts in Skjeggedal, which is near the town of Odda. As we were travelling around Norway in a camper van, the most convenient option for us to get to the starting point of the hiking was to stay overnight at Trolltunga campsite and take the first bus to Skjeggedal the next morning. This campsite is quite small and usually overcrowded, so I recommend arriving there in the first half of the day to have a chance to take a place. Alternatively, there are many hotels and other accommodation options in Odda, which is a popular tourist destination and the starting point for many outdoor activities in the region. I also advise buying tickets for the shuttle bus in advance, as there are a lot of people who want to go up to Trolltunga on days with good weather. The hiking route to Trolltunga officially starts in Skjeggedal. From the main trail, which starts at the P2 car park in Skjeggedal. The total length of the route in both directions is 27 kilometers, with a total ascent of around 1,200 meters. If you want to save time and effort, you can take the shuttle from P2 Skjeggedal to P3 Mogalitop parking, which reduces the route to 20 kilometers round trip and a total ascent to 800 meters. Approximate time for the route from Mogalitop is 7 to 10 hours, depending on physical fitness and weather conditions. So the hike is really challenging. The best time for the hike is between June and September, as the remaining months are characterized by snow and difficult weather conditions. If you want to go outside this period, you should definitely book a guided tour, as the risk of avalanches and extreme temperatures make independent hiking too dangerous in autumn and winter. Although the trail is well marked and maintained, it requires excellent physical condition, strong endurance, and prior experience with mountain hiking. Sturdy hiking boots are essential, and you should be prepared for sudden changes in weather, including rain, wind, or cold temperatures. Be sure to bring plenty of food and water, as there are no facilities along the way. You can find all the necessary information about parking, bus schedules, accommodation, and weather forecasts on the official Trolltunga website. I will leave the link to the website in the description below this video. As the tour is very long, you should start early, ideally before 8 o'clock in the morning, to have enough time for the return journey. The hike begins on a relatively level path, following a gently rising elevated valley. The trail is well maintained and clearly marked, making for a pleasant start. After about 45 minutes, the route takes a challenging turn, climbing steeply up a long, rocky slope toward Grittiscarret Pass, considered one of the most demanding sections of the Trolltunga hike. Gradually, the landscape opens up, revealing increasingly breathtaking views with every step. Once you've reached the pass, the trail flattens out and crosses a high mountain plateau. This stretch is less physically demanding, but it's exposed and can be challenging in bad weather. The landscape here is vast and barren, with patches of snow even in summer and views stretching far across the Hardangervidda mountain region. The next part of the trail takes you past several small alpine lakes and over rugged, uneven rock surfaces. Waymarkers guide the path as the trail sometimes disappears into the stone. It's a good idea to watch your step here, especially in wet conditions. But the scenery continues to impress with every turn. The landscape becomes greener and more open. You walk through high plateaus with lakes, rivers and snowfields. From time to time, the fantastic view of Ringedalsvatnet Lake opens up. Camping along the hiking route to Trolltunga is permitted and popular with many hikers, especially if you want to experience the sunrise or sunset at this spectacular location. Thanks to the Norwegian everyman's right, allemannsretten, you are allowed to camp in nature as long as you keep at least 150 meters away from inhabited houses or huts and treat the surroundings with respect. This means don't leave any rubbish behind, don't damage any plants, and only camp in suitable areas. The area around Tiska Brygga, about 5 kilometers before Trolltunga, is particularly popular. Here there are flat areas, small lakes and protection from the wind, ideal for an overnight stay in the middle of nature. Even late in June, you may encounter patches of snow and you may have to cross some meltwater streams. Fortunately, there are good bridges over every one of them. The ground alternates between rocky passages, moorland and sometimes muddy paths, which can become slippery when it rains. The last few kilometers in particular demand a lot of strength, but the effort is rewarded. As soon as the iconic rocky headland opens up in front of you, the view is simply overwhelming. Especially in high season, there can be waiting times at Trolltunga itself, as many hikers queue for the perfect photo. Despite the great height, there are no railings or barriers, deliberately. Norway's philosophy is, nature is to be experienced, not tamed. Everyone is responsible for their own safety. Although Trolltunga has become extremely well known through social media, the place has not lost its magic. Those who finally stand on the rocky spur after the tiring hours of climbing feel rewarded with a breathtaking panorama and an unrivaled feeling of freedom. Have you ever been here, or are you planning to? Let me know in the comments. And if you liked the video, leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more adventures.